Is there any hope for Disney? It's done so bad for me. Anyone believe in this thing long term? Edit. Seems the overall sentiment is sell. Go woke go broke is a good way to put it. So I'm selling. Theme park experience has gone downhill from what I hear from Disney mega fans. They also had to downsize the attractions and close things that cost tons of investment like the Star Wars Hotel. Theme parks are very expensive experiences and the politics of the company alienates conservative consumers. They can just go to Universal with Nintendo World, which represents real family values. They overspend on things and profit isn't there. Indy 5 was a $100 million bomb, and that's a conservative estimate. And Indy 5 also was very well reviewed, all things considering. Another example was they botched the Mulan live-action movie. A movie meant for the Chinese market which had little impact there. Streaming has peaked and they are losing subs at this point. Their shift to woke ideology also again pushing against conservatives who will go elsewhere for family content. Even the great IP like Encanto didn't make money at the box office. Great original IP is a super small part of a ton of bloated legacy weight and costs. People are getting superhero fatigue. And the connecting stories can make it a little overwhelming for a casual fan who doesn't want to know 40 movies of backstory. It's why I haven't watched a superhero movie since Captain Marvel. Star Wars fans aren't enough to save Disney. In fact, I would wager a Star Wars fan is more likely to pirate the content as they'd be more tech inclined. The strike may force them to have even smaller margins. And they rely on China yet are pushing hard into politics that the Chinese government would likely look harshly to. Lightyear failed because it was limited in where it could be released. Disney was very aligned with conservative consumers and they've driven them away. It's bad business. They even are about to lose huge tax advantages due to mudslinging against politicians when they have no business in politics as a kids company. Yes, they will be okay. They aren't going anywhere. I'll watch their content. There are better investments when looking for valuable IP. Disney stock may fall more. They could turn it around, probably should sell off their loser assets ESPN and stop spending money on expensive new shows. Keep Disney as a showcase for existing IP and have the captive market of parents with young kids who will watch Toy Story or whatever 100 times in a month could probably raise the price for that market too. But my guess is they're another blue chip zombie. Like IBM or Ford, companies that aren't going anywhere but whose stock is dead money. If anything, I think they're a better candidate for a swing trade looking like they've bottomed and some good news could send them up 10-20 in short order. Yeah, just make better movies shows. It's that easy. Just finished watching my 5th episode of Ashoka. Let me tell you, I had no idea Twi'leks have such nice asses. Do you really think Disney is going to die? Disney stock is basically something only a cokehead should gamble on. All it takes is a hit movie or park ride and boom, it explodes. The more puts you buy, the more likely it will happen. I've just picked up Disney for a long-term hold. Think all the downside is baked in with plenty of opportunity for gains. The brand and IP to me is just so valuable and doesn't seem to age. So Disney streaming hasn't blown the doors off like the market expected. I still think with their back catalog they will always be a player and can see streaming become a major profit stream. Just make Kathleen Kennedy CEO, and let it burn. Long term, absolutely. The new Snow White made the share price go down thanks to the leading actress IMG emote T52TH52. 4271 IMG emote T52TH52 4271 IMG emote T52TH52 4271. Yes, they own Star Wars. Bullish. Just sell to AAPL. Snow White 2024 Nuff said. I own 3,000 shares. I ain't selling now. I'm getting into leaps Monday. Bullish divergence occurring, gonna be another meta situation emo. Yay, some guy yesterday bet his wife's boyfriend's savings on calls. I had $13,000 worth of shares and got out at $157 a share to buy a house. Never felt so sick when selling. Telling myself it was going back to $180. Wow, am I glad I sold. Dis is like KO. In 2020, everyone thought Dis was going to be NFX, but that hype is over as it's clear streaming is a low margin business for most players. Dis market is saturated, theme parks on every continent. Streaming, consumer products, IPs. Stock is the same range it was 10 years ago and can stay in the same range for the next 10 years. If they care about shareholder value, they need to jack up their dividend to 3-4. This would appeal to a different class of investors who won't care that DIS will never see 100 again. There's a rumor they might sell to Apple. IDK if that'll do anything. In my opinion, they've done irreversible damage to their brand. Make movies families want to see. Stop making agenda movies and get out of politics. Right now they are doing things wrong on all aspects of business. Huge discounts on hotels now to try to get back some lost revenue. Way behind Universal on theme parks. Sold off 90 of my stock at a significant loss since there is no hope in sight. Disney cartoons were our entire childhood. Shout out to Aladdin, Uncle Scrooge, Mickey Mouse, and so many more. My two little kids and any kids that I know in our social circle, which are many from 0-12 at this point, have no clue what any of these Disney characters are. Disney, maybe save for Marvel, have failed to captivate the younger audience as it once did back in the day. So, in short, anecdotally, no hope with its current direction. I'm going to Disneyland soon. We'll report back. You don't F with the mouse. Stop the woke shit and go back to normalized princesses, then profit. People keep thinking because a stock is down 50, it can't go down another 50. They are deluded. This valuation is still very high and it is a poorly managed company. I see only more pain for investors ahead. People compare these stocks to highly profitable companies like Meta, which go constantly up but go through temporary downturns. Stocks like Dis stay at the same level for years though. You mean one of the most recognized brands in the world 100 years. Owns more media than anyone else, including ownership of IPs that will continue pay out billions in the future. Cruise lines. Theme parks. I mean probably not, no. Shit sucks. Who the fuck buys Star Wars and shit? I did just start receiving emails from Bed Bath & Beyond again about 15 coupons though. So I'm going all in again. Just seems like a smarter play. Sure, it didn't work out the first time. But coupons, yeah, no. If they sell ABC and maximize ESPN revenues and stick to what they traditionally know, I think Iger has his shit together better than the ousted CEO. I think the fight with DeSantis is mostly grab your popcorn to most of us. Irrelevant in the long run. They will outlast him. I feel like one good movie turns them around, lol. I'm buying this whole dip. No. Until you sell. Then yes. When AAPL buys it.